Welcome to the Ville, Yankeeville. Welcome everyone back to the channel. If you're returning, it's David here. If you're a new person to the channel, I hope you like the video. If you like it at the end, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Well, let's get into the video. The Aaron Judge timeline is now. It's not tomorrow. It's not yesterday. It's right now as we're speaking. Aaron Judge just turned 34 years old the other day, and it really does bring a lot of question marks as to what the Yankees are going to do to maximize the last few years of his prime. Let's be honest, there's less years left in his prime than there are in his prime. The man is 34. Obviously, Aaron Judge has been the best hitter in the league for forever. I feel like Aaron Judge just continues to get better and better, whether that's, improving his contact rate. The man hits 50 plus home runs like it's nothing, and Aaron Judge is the best player in the league outside of Shohei Ohtani because obviously the man pitches. So when it comes to Aaron Judge, the Yankees really had to prioritize him, and I talked about this way back in January. The Yankees really had to accelerate their timeline and make sure that they're getting the best years out of Aaron Judge right now. We can't waste his talent in the lineup, we can't waste his production in the lineup, and we can't waste his presence overall for this team. You need to maximize your superstar players as much as possible. It's just like in the NBA per se. When you have a LeBron James on your team, you're always in a win now type of mindset. You can't wait tomorrow. You can't, we're in a rebuilding phase, we're going to win in 2 years, 3 years. That can't happen with Aaron Judge. The man is 34. He's in his mid-30s. And as we know, Aaron Judge has had injury concerns for the duration of his career. So we just don't know how healthy Aaron Judge can stay. So we really need to make sure that the best product and the best team is surrounding him in the lineup and in the outfield. But so far for 2026, he's hitting .230 with 10 home runs, 18 RBIs, a 929 OPS with 155 OPS plus. Aaron Judge, power-wise, has been right on par as to what he should be doing, but the contact has been a little bit of a concern. He has been striking out a lot, and he's only hitting .230. Obviously, last year he hit .330 plus. Granted, it is only 28, 29 games into the season, so we're definitely going to see Aaron Judge. Hopefully, he does get that average as close to 300 and above as what we're used to. But that's definitely a little bit of a concern, but Aaron Judge will bounce back. The power is there. Like I said, he turned 34 the other day. What is the timeline? Obviously, we've seen the Yankees pass up on some marquee free agents. Carlos Correa's, Corey Seager, just a few of those marquee guys because they've been waiting on some of these AAA prospects, AA prospects come out, such as Anthony Volpe, Oswald Peraza, all these other prospects that have come up and shown what they can do. And to this point, those position guys, also include Austin Wells in there, they've performed at some point and underperformed at a lot of points. So it definitely hasn't helped to see those players come up and not make as much of an impact as we intended. But Aaron Judge definitely needs the best team around him, and the Yankees have, for the most part, done some pretty good additions as far as like Jazz Chisholm. Ben Rice has been a very, very good addition that we've developed, and as far as Giancarlo Stanton, when he is healthy, the man is a threat in the lineup and does help to balance the lineup. But as far as the bottom half of the lineup, we're not very well rounded as a team like the Blue Jays or the Dodgers or any of those other heavy hitters. It's hard to turn over that lineup and provide that consistency for Aaron Judge. But when it comes to the Yankees, should they make necessary moves to maximize Judge, such as get another catcher, another third baseman? I think so. I think at this point, granted, Austin Wells has been in a starting role for only a few years, but the offense has not improved. The man is still hitting under 200, striking out a ton. He has a big gap in his swing, and honestly, Austin Wells was touted to be more of an offensive first catcher compared to a defensive first catcher. It's actually flipped since he's gotten to the big leagues. He's a pretty good defensive catcher, but his swing has been awful in the last year plus. The man's not hitting for contact, not hitting for power, and striking out a ton. and it's a very frustrating at bat to see him on a night-to-night basis. So catcher is definitely a question mark. I know the Yankees don't want to play Ben Rice there because they want to preserve him. So Ben Rice has basically been our first baseman moving forward. But when it comes to catching options, the Yankees definitely will have to look at some point, in my opinion, unless Austin Wells does unlock that swing and he's able to hit. I think all we need from Austin Wells is to hit 240 plus and hit 20 plus home runs, have a 750 to 770 OPS, and provide good defense behind the plate, good framing, good management of the pitching staff. And I think that would be a very, very good catcher. Obviously, your catcher is not going to be your best hitter in your lineup. They won't, because of how much wear and tear they take. And their primary focus is to make sure that pitching is being utilized as best as possible, whether that's the starters, the bullpens. Everyone needs to make sure that they are pitching as efficient as possible with the catcher behind there. So obviously that's their first focus, and hitting is second. But Austin Wells, we definitely need more hitting out of him. Now when it comes to third base, like we have addressed so many times in the past, Ryan McMahon, Oswaldo Cabrera, DJ LeMahieu, that third base has been a revolving door, and we're still looking for consistency. Ahmed Rosario definitely has provided that in the last few weeks, but is Ahmed Rosario really the long-term fit? Probably not. Ahmed Rosario is probably fitted to be more of a platoon guy, or more of a guy that's going to play around the infield, play here in the outfield, give guys days off. He's not really going to be your everyday third baseman as intended. So I definitely think the Yankees do still need to have an option there, whether that's George Lombard Jr. coming up or, a Dax Kilby in the future. But there definitely needs to be a long-term solution as to someone that could hold down third base. I know the Yankees were really looking at Bo Bichette. Obviously, he's playing third base right now for the New York Mets. I don't know where the Yankees really wanted to play him, but obviously we've seen Jazz Chisholm play third base. He was okay there. He committed a lot of errors, but third base has definitely still been a question, as Ryan McMahon hasn't really performed. But Ahmed Rosario is holding it down in the current. But that definitely needs to be a place that the Yankees need to look to provide a big bat there and adequate defense. Now, when it comes to Aaron Judge, eventually he will decline sooner or later. Obviously, we think Aaron Judge is going to hit like this and perform like this forever. But the thing is, with these great players, it may not be a decline that's straight off the cliff, but it'll be a gradual one. You'll start noticing some changes in their game. Right now, his contact rate is a little down. Granted, it is early in the season. It's probably because the WBC threw off his timing. But fast forward 3-4 years down the road, and Aaron Judge is hitting 240 through the middle of the season, guys start, not picking up the ball as fast. Their swing slows down. Their contact rate, the way they pick up the ball, all that affects you as you get older. Your eyes age, your body starts to break down a little bit. It just kind of depends. Aaron Judge is still playing every day in the right field, so eventually Aaron Judge will start to slow down at some point. So the Yankees need to have a contingency plan. I know right now the future is George Lombard Jr., a Dax Kilby, all these other guys that are coming up. But in my opinion, as other fans or other people have noticed as well, the Yankees need to make another superstar splash for a position player. Whether that's another outfielder, actually not another outfielder. We want to give Jason Dominguez his fair shot. Or there's another infielder, which I think, whether that's third or short, I think the Yankees really need to look in the market, whether that's a big trade or a big free agent. But there needs to be another superstar player that needs to be in this lineup that has a more extended timeline than Aaron Judge. We can't add another player that's in their 30s because Aaron Judge is already in his 30s. He's in the mid-30s. We need to add someone that's either in their prime or about to enter their prime. So 24, 25, 27, 28, somewhere around that time, so that it provides a nice transition period and we're able to have the two timeline approaches as far as having some younger guys with some guys that are in their prime, so that we're able to cushion the fall from Aaron Judge as he does start to decline, probably towards his late 30s. So that definitely needs to be a point that the Yankees front office and the coaches need to think about as we move forward into the end of the 2020s. So when it comes to Judge, I know his contact and his average is down to begin the season is a concern. Like I said before, I don't think it's a red flag or sound the alarm at this point. It is only 30 games of the season. If we get into 60 games, 7 games into the season, and he is still only hitting 230 or 240, then it might be a little bit of a question mark. But he has been hitting for a lot of power. He is top of the league in power, or at least top 3, top 4. But we're definitely going to see as we move forward into this rest of the season. Obviously, he has struck out quite a bit. I don't think he's seen the ball well. He hasn't settled into midseason form. Like I said, the WBC accelerated his timeline to get ready as far as, hitting wise. Aaron Judge is obviously very, very meticulous with his hitting. You don't hit 330 and hit 50 plus home runs for no reason. The man treats his hitting like a craft. And at this point, his contact rate is down, his average is down, but we're definitely going to see Aaron Judge bounce back at some point in the season. Obviously, I don't think the decline is right now. I think his decline is going to start probably around 37, 38. I think we may get this Judge for another probably 2 years, and then we're going to start to see a gradual decline. Like I said, we'll allude to basketball per se. Currently, LeBron's 41. He started his decline in his mid-30s. It was gradual. The athleticism started to tailor off. He didn't jump as high. He started to change his game, more back to the basket, getting more guys involved because he can't jump out of the gym anymore. Same thing in baseball. You need to have guys that are there to cushion the fall, round out the lineup. Aaron Judge's home runs may go from 50, 60 to down to in the 30s or in the 20s at one point. So we need to fill that production. So the Yankees really need to have a future first approach. Well, actually, the Yankees need to have a current now approach instead of a future approach when it comes to Aaron Judge. You can still develop for the future, but you also need to make sure that you're winning in the now, so that Aaron Judge at the end of the day, when he does retire and he does get his number in Monument Park, it's not wasted. The man's been to 1 World Series. That's unacceptable for a talent of Aaron Judge. Shohei Ohtani, granted, that team is ridiculous and they put everything on a credit card in my opinion, but that team is very serious about putting Shohei Ohtani in the best winning position, and they did. He's won 2 straight chips, and Aaron Judge obviously was a victim of one of them. So the Yankees really need to make sure that Aaron Judge and the Yankees do make it back to the World Series and actually pull it out, because it's been a long time. 2009, the years just keep piling up, and we need to see Aaron Judge bring home a trophy for the Yankees. But let me know what you think down below. How do you feel about Aaron Judge so far in the season? Or how do you feel about Aaron Judge so far in his career? When do you think eventually he will start to decline a little bit? And how do you think the Yankees should handle the roster construction moving forward? But thank you for watching the video. Welcome to the Ville, Yankeeville.